War of the Monsters is a game published by Capcom in 2003 for the PlayStation 2. It's a fighting game in which you can choose from a list of 10 monsters inspired by classic monsters from the 50s and around then. You fight in diverse cities which give you the ability to work with the environment into your fight. The monsters include Kongar, which is inspired by King Kong, Togera on Godzilla, and Ultra V on mechs, and so on. The game is a love letter to the giant monster movies from the 50s overall. This is obvious with the menu being a drive-in movie theater. The game also is reminiscent of alien invasion movies, the backstory being that the monsters were mutated by some sort of green alien goo. The game is pretty difficult, the AI being pretty challenging for the time, especially in the later levels of the campaign. The controls can be a little difficult too, and add to the difficulty overall. The levels used in the game are also great. There are radio towers you can throw to stun other monsters, large buildings as well that can be used to crush other monsters too. War of the Monsters also includes 2 secret monsters and multiple boss monsters who are all well designed and fun to play as or against. The game has developed a cult following since its release and continues to keep fans interested to this day. There have even been campaigns to make a sequel, fan art for possible monsters for this game included. Just another not-so-forgotten PS2 era game that continually holds a small but vocal fan base who itch for more. I wouldn't mind a sequel myself. The original is available for the PlayStation Store now, so who knows, it's entirely possible. A video was recommended to me recently that caught my interest. Cursed VHS Tape from 1994, uploaded by Molly Misfire, and with, at the time of writing this, 153 views. The video is an old recording of an episode of The X-Files, and the description reads, "A friend of mine asked me to transfer an old VHS tape to digital. It was mostly recordings of MTV circa March '94, but cut into various programs including a British crime drama and The X-Files. About 2.5 hours in, this happens. The video starts normally at first, but quickly begins to degrade. The picture statics and distorts, the audio pitch is extremely low and wavy. Annoying of all, a continuous ring plays. The video is decently creepy, but can be explained, at least mostly. I'm sure most of you old enough to remember VHS tapes would remember how the tapes would glitch and become staticky when they would be overused or worn out. I'm sure that the main reason why this clip is like this is because this part of the tape has been overused. It probably was a very rewatched episode of The X-Files. The lack of color and high-pitched noise also is due to the conversion of the VHS to DVD and digital. A few people on VHS boards have brought up the high-pitched noise when they'd convert their old VHS tapes. And the lowered pitch? I'm not exactly sure. I have a VHS of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla that I used to watch all the time as a kid. Early on it has some issues with lowering pitch that happens at the same time as video distortion. I for one have never heard of a VHS tape make a continued lower pitch, but maybe it's possible if the tape has been distorted continually. The Skunk Ape is a classic but forgotten cryptid from back in the day. I remember learning about this one from an old cryptid book I owned as a kid. The story behind this infamous picture goes that in the fall of 2000, an anonymous woman near the Mica River in Florida sent a letter to the Sarasota County Police. She claimed that she was chased off her property by an orangutan who was stealing her apples. This story would be easily debunked if it wasn't for these 2 pictures she attached to the letter. The picture is why this is so memorable to me. The skunk ape gets its name from the reported foul odor it gives off. Other than this famous first sighting, a few more images and eyewitness reports have appeared over time. Ultimately, the United States Natural Park Service considered the ape either a hoax or misidentification of a black bear, which are somewhat common in the area. If it really was a bear, that doesn't explain the image, which is clearly not a bear. The ape was even given a full episode of Monster Quest in 2007. Lastly, on October 28th, 2013, a YouTube channel by the name of Josh Highcliffe uploaded a video called "I Think I Saw a Skunk Ape, Please Help." It shows what could be a large ape in the woods crouching and pulling bark off of a tree. By the end of the video, the creature stands up and the cameraman runs. Could it be real? The YouTuber does seem to take it seriously, but he could just be setting it up for a cool video. Either way, this cryptid is quite interesting and a mysterious one at that. Las Noches del Hombre Lobo, or Night of the Werewolf in English, is a 1968 Spanish horror movie by René Govar. You may already be confused at why this is on this list. Let me explain. It's highly debated that this film even exists in the first place. There is no one who has reportedly seen it, and the movie was never given a proper theatrical release. Not even Paul Naschy, the supposed star of the movie, has seen the finished product. As of now, the film is lost. As of now, the only name associated with the project is Paul Naschy himself. René Govar, the director, has no other films credited to him on IMDb, and any other names attached are the same. Many believe that Naschy made up the film to boost his resume to help him find bigger roles in the film industry. More facts about the film are that it was reportedly filmed in Paris, and that Govar had been killed in a car accident a week after filming was finished. These facts come from Naschy. It's also possible that the film was made but was re-edited to become the 1970 film La Furia del Hombre Lobo, or The Fury of the Wolfman. The description of the first film and what occurs in the second, and the close proximity, may explain why Las Noches del Hombre Lobo was lost. Not lost in this situation, but recreated into a second film. Either way, we cannot ask for more information from Paul Naschy because he passed away back in 2009. More likely, this film will stay lost, forever in speculation as to if it even existed or not. This final topic comes from the video game board of 4chan. Lost Boy is a game similar in vein to the infamous Sad Satan that I'm sure most of you are aware of. In late summer of 2012, a game developer posted a link to their game on 4chan. The game was named Lost Boy and was reportedly a maze game that was overall pretty simplistic but trying to be a creepy style. This would be the end until one of the users decided to look into the files and found a backdoor rat or remote access Trojan. Admins soon reported that people who downloaded this game had their bank accounts compromised. The creator of the game soon began posting screenshots on V of people's compromised webcams, and users reported strange things happening on their desktops. These included pop-ups, warnings, and even possible threats. This is where the information of the creator seems to become faint. Most likely, the creator disappeared without a trace. On July 28th of 2014, YouTuber Saint uploaded a video of himself playing Lost Boy. This is one of the few videos online of actual gameplay. The game has a pretty simplistic but creepy chime-like music and seems pretty basic overall. Images of Jesus Christ on the cross and Satan show up on random walls as well. The video for the most part shows the game being pretty bland. Things like jump scares that were reported by some users aren't shown. How this video ends though is more ominous than anything else. Saint finds more images. One of a man holding a baby, another of a woman kissing a baby on the nose. The last image though is what seems to be a demon surrounded by animals like bears, bulls, and serpents. Saint speculates that there could be an end to the game, but chooses to stop where he is.
Well, I mean, this is the farthest I've ever gone, and this is the most pictures I've ever seen while playing this game. I mean, maybe there's an end to it somewhere if you keep going.
From what we saw surrounding the game, it seems that the only point of the game is to steal money and information from people who downloaded it. But why add so much within the game that most people won't find? Why pictures of parents with their children? This reminds me, and many more, of Sad Satan, luckily with less illegal imagery. Either way, both games are dangerous and should be avoided as much as possible, but who knows? There still could be much more hidden within the game that we haven't even found yet. It just considers if there is someone brave or stupid enough to try the game again. I don't know if I want to know if there's a real end to the game. It could be more sinister than we'd like to see.